Hey there, I'm Lance.
I'm Sam.
And we are Love to Hate, back again with another preview video. This time we're taking a look at Prosperity from Mentha Designs. Prosperity is a resource management order fulfillment game in which you are trying to get ingredients to brew the best cup of tea. Let's go ahead and take a look at it on the table. All right, I have Prosperity on the table here. And the first thing I want to say is to make sure to let you guys know that everything you see here is prototype. The final rules, artwork, components may look different once the final product is released. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about how this game works. In Prosperity, you're going to be trying to collect different resources that you see out here at the top of the board. And you're going to use those resources to fulfill these different orders on the table that either come in a standard version, that's what these top 6 right here are, or a more premium version, these bottom 3. And there's going to be money involved. You've got different amounts of money here. You've got 1s, 3s, and 10s. And that's going to help you to be able to get your resources. So on your turn, you are going to do 2 things. The first thing is your sourcing phase. Sourcing is where you get your resources. And you do this by following what is on this card here. And you can see that if you want to pay $0, you can get 1 card. If you want to pay $3, you can get 3 cards. If you want to pay $5, you'll get 4 cards. Now, the thing about this, you're taking a little bit of a gamble because as you can see here, the top of the decks tell you what is the first ingredient, but you're not quite sure what's going to be underneath any of these cards. Now, let's take a look at what these ingredients are for just a minute and what you would expect on these cards. So you can see here that you will know what the flavor is, or the type of ingredient. This is a flavor card. That's what purple is. The name of the ingredient, which is also printed here on the side. And then the number of stars here tell you how rare this ingredient is. And these ingredients are, again, used to complete certain orders. So you can see here on this, Lord Percival's Earl of Catnip, that citrus ingredient that we just looked at is listed right there. You would also need these other ingredients here to be able to complete this order. So again, back to sourcing. So I would pay, again, either $0, $3, or $5, and I'm gonna get 1, 3, or 4 cards respectively. And I don't know exactly what cards I'm getting when I do this. So if I pay $3, let's say, then I get this top card and the 2 cards that are underneath it. And in this case, I got 2 spices and a citrus. And then I would be able to see that the next card in the stack is floral. And these ingredient cards just stay in front of me until I'm ready to use them. And let's say that it is time for me to use them and I want to fulfill an order, but I don't have all of the ingredients. So for instance, let's say perhaps holiday cheer here. I do have the spice, but let's say the person next to me has peppermint. I can ask that person if they would help me to fulfill this holiday cheer. If I do that, then they're going to give me their peppermint, and in exchange, they're going to get one of these flavor tokens. Whoops. And these flavor tokens basically count as a wild. You can use them for any kind of ingredient. It says use for 1 ingredient. You can also hold on to it, and it counts as 1 prestige point at the end of the game. And so that's how that works. Now, if I did have all the ingredients, I could just complete it myself and not rely upon another player. And whenever you do complete an order, you have a choice. You can either cash this in for money, so I could cash this in for $3, or hold on to it to the end of the game for 1 prestige point, which prestige is victory points. And that's how the orders work. Once you fulfill an order, you discard any ingredient cards and you replace the spot with another likewise same type of order. And the game continues. Everyone takes turns doing this. You cannot hold more than 7 cards at any time in the game. And if you ever do not fulfill an order, you're going to discard 1 order from the market. And the reason for that is because when either the standard deck or the premium deck of order cards runs out, then that's going to indicate the end of the game. And then you'll finish out that round, getting back to the first player, whoever holds this token, and then the game will be over and you count up your prestige points. There are a couple of other things that you can do on your turn. You can fulfill what are called evergreen orders, and this is just a way for you to get extra money throughout the course of the game by turning in like sets of the same types of ingredients, the same category of ingredients, or any one of these flavor ingredients plus another different kind of ingredient. And you can trade those in for money throughout the course of the game. That's pretty much the gist of the game. There is this little expansion here with the sketchy bargain cat, Nikki here. And the first player will start with this, and they can pass it on to another player at any time in the game and steal an ingredient that that player has in their hands. And when you do that, you will pass that token to that player. But you do have to take this card here, and if it is on the feral trickster side, which is the side it would be on whenever you pass this token and you steal an ingredient, then you're going to get -1 prestige point at the end of the game. However, if you have the pumpkin ingredient that you see right here, then you're going to flip this card over. Yes, that's right. And you will then get +1 prestige at the end of the game, because this is familiar and not feral trickster. And so that's actually a good thing if you have, again, the pumpkin ingredient, because you can see the cat right there. And then the person who has this token can then use it themselves, and they'll take the card from you, again, either on the feral trickster side or the familiar side, getting 1 prestige point or losing 1 prestige point. And that is pretty much the game, Prosperity. Let's go back up top and share our thoughts on this game. All right, we're back, and now we're going to share our thoughts on Prosperity and maybe a little bit about what you could expect when you play it for yourself. Sam, what did you think about Prosperity?
I liked it a lot. I wasn't sure when Lance told me we were going to play a game about tea. I'm not big on themes, but I really do like resource management games, and this one hit the spot. I thought it was fun. It was really easy to understand, but as far as it's a pretty simple game, but it's not super basic. It's not something that you're just going to play once and be done. It's definitely one that I would want to play again.
Yeah, it's resource management. Got to get those resources to fulfill the orders, the different things that you're trying to do to get points or money in this game. It does it very well. It's nice and straightforward, clean and polished. The look of the game is really nice. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I thought it was really good, especially, again, coming in such a small package. Sometimes games that are smaller and meant to just kind of be,
small filler games?
Yeah, filler games don't have as exciting artwork on it, but it was really well done, I believe.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful game. Like I've said, nice, clean, and polished. It just has a good look on the table, something that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And the mechanics are straightforward, easy to understand, but there's still very good choices to make in this game.
Yeah, it's not something that you can just play, win, lose, okay, it's done. It is one that you have to have a little bit of a strategy for, which I enjoy, but not so much that it's overwhelming.
Yeah, exactly. Now, there are some things in this game that are pretty unique. When you're getting those resources, you're not exactly sure what you're getting because you take it from the pile and you're only able to see the top card.
Yeah.
You don't know what's coming after that. I kind of like that. I think that's a unique twist to a resource management game.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of luck involved there, but that's not a bad thing. It works real well in this game because thematically you're sourcing your ingredients. You're not sure what you're getting.
Yeah.
And it works real well in that. What did you think about that?
I thought it was good, especially for a non-gamer. I think it kind of takes some of that strategy out of your hands. You have to be strategic about what you have, but you don't have to be as strategic about what you choose. And so it allows that learning how to manage your resources without everything else that goes into it. So I thought that was really good and would make it easier for a non-gamer.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It kind of, like you said, it takes some of the decision-making process off your hands a little bit. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing in this game. It allows you to kind of free your mind up on making the decision of, do I want to try to fulfill this order? I see that person over there has an ingredient. Maybe I can get them to help me out. Do I want to, hold on to my resources to see if maybe I can't get more orders next turn?
Yeah.
A lot of good choices there in this game. And I think it's one that a lot of people are going to like. It's not a long game. It's maybe 30, 45 minutes.
It's a good amount of time.
Yeah, I would say that's a perfect amount of time for this type of game. We've already spoken about how small the foot size is here. It doesn't take up much room on your shelf. It doesn't take up much room on the table. This is one that you're going to break out, get a quick game in, and feel like you made good decisions and spent a good amount of brain energy trying to figure out what your options are each turn.
Yeah.
I really like this one. So, Sam, do you think this is a good game to play with non-gamers?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a great introduction to resource management too.
I would agree with that. Absolutely.
Make sure to like and subscribe and push that bell button so you get notifications of our other content.
All right, I'm Lance.
I'm Sam.
And we are Love to Hate, where we try to bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.